Hello, hello. I hope all the technology is working this evening because we have a live, our usual live. I'm here in Italy and I'm here to chat to you about some great things this evening. Talking about the direction my channel's going in, what I'm going to be doing in the future, what YouTube is doing, and how that fits into my life, because you need to know this as a follower of the channel. My name's Amanda, and if you haven't subscribed yet and you're new here, I'd love you to join us. And if you like what you see, please hit the like button. It's up there. Most people forget, and you can hit it right now. I won't object. And I broadcast from Italy once a week live, and then I usually do some videos during the week, depending what's happening. If there's exciting stuff happening in the world, as there has been the last 2 weeks, then I do that. And I also do shorts videos because we're going to talk about that tonight. YouTube has focused a lot on shorts, which are 60-minute videos. Okay, so for those of you returning, my faithful ones, again, why don't you just put your name down in the text box? It's down there. You'll find it down there. And that way I can welcome you, see where you're from, and see, just welcome you and say hi and see what you have to say. If you have a question or you'd like to know something or you'd just like to make your presence felt, put your name down in the text box there and I'll keep an eye on it so that I can welcome you. So, with the housekeeping taken care of, let's get down to what we're going to talk about tonight. So, I started my YouTube again during lockdown in 2020 and sort of middle of 2020. And so I've had 2 birthdays since then, 2 vlog birthdays. And my original thing was I used to have a YouTube channel because I was a tech reporter. I was all over Europe interviewing business people, helping launch new technology companies, business companies. And so my blog was a lot about travel, and also I was a wine writer. So it was a mixture of sort of home, garden, travel, and business stuff. Okay. Because I had a very active community, a big community who followed me. Anyway, long story short, I got off YouTube. It was taking up a lot of my time. There was a change in my whole life. And so I got off. But then, as I'm mentioning, when lockdown happened, and here in Italy it was pretty grim, I got back on YouTube and started from scratch again. And kind of kicked myself because the people who had my kind of community are now, making, I don't know, 8,000 a month on their YouTube. They've got tons of subscribers, much more than I have. And they had already monetized, which I was back in that day, but I got off completely. Anyway, long story short, I started vlogging again because during lockdown, it was lovely to have this weekly chat and the regulars would come and we have a grand old time. Sometimes it was a mixture of men and women from all over the world, USA, Canada. We got to discuss perfume because at that stage I was collecting perfume, and once a week we would have a lovely thing to talk about what was new, what was great, what always, in my case, in the affordable category. There are many people in this niche on YouTube who cover perfume. There's people, lots and lots and lots of channels that cover what I would call niche perfumes, expensive perfumes, perfumes that literally come into fashion and out of fashion within 6 months. That was never my category. I tend to like vintage perfumes and affordable perfume. I don't have money to blow, so I was never in that category. But anyway, so we had lots of fun. And I still, at the end of my live tonight, we will talk about perfume at the end because it's a community that I've been very much part of, very grateful for, and great. It's all good. But about, I guess it was just 10 months ago, it could have been nearly a year ago, I relaunched my Italy Vintage Perfume, this vlog on YouTube as Be Different and Change Lives. Because throughout my career, I had always helped people in some way. I need to have a purpose in my life. As nice as the perfume thing was, its shelf life for me was, I couldn't make a huge difference in that community. It was lovely to chat and get everyone's spirits up during COVID for me. That was encouraged by my followers and vice versa. So it was a nice little community. It was all good. We spoke about lots of stuff, but we sort of gathered around the perfume fire, so to speak. Anyway, as I say, 10 months ago, I rebranded the vlog as Be Different, Change Lives. And I've been sort of experimenting in terms of content, some business stuff, some stuff with, health awareness and how to just live a better life in an affordable way, because I have to live frugally. Some people may not. And at whatever level you are in your income situation, we all stretched a little bit with the world being as it is. Well, I mean, not all of us, but most of us, let's put it that way. Most of us are a bit stretched. So I cover a lot of ways that you can perhaps just live better with less money. So that takes up quite a lot. And in the last, I would say, month, I've been doing something that I've always loved to do and that I used to write a column about, social satire. So in other words, social commentary and what's happening in the personality. So I covered, and if you haven't watched them, you need to go and watch them. They're up there. I covered the Greta Thunberg controversy with Andrew Tate. That was a fun one to do. I've been doing regulars of Harry and Meghan and the debacle that's happening with them and their new Live to Lead platform on Netflix. So, and it doesn't end there. I will be doing a weekly update of something in the social sphere that we all get to hear about, but from my angle and my commentary on it. So hopefully you're enjoying that. I've had some really good feedback from some of my regulars. This dress was this red velvet dress I'm wearing. This was the first dress I ever bought in Italy. I've put a few pearls on. This is the first, it's a sort of really Bordeaux red velvet dress. The very first Christmas in Italy, I went to my boyfriend's family for Christmas, long time ago, and it has long sleeves. They're a little tight now because I'm not quite the size I was 20 years ago, but nearly. Anyway, so that's what I'm wearing tonight. Just for you. Remember, everything's just for you. Lipstick, MAC, in case you're asking. Sometimes this ring light that I have so that I can vlog for you just washes my color out completely. But it's a very vibrant red, and it's called Fashion Legend MAC. Right, let's get to it. So, what about YouTube? What's going on at YouTube? So, as I mentioned, I've been a YouTuber since, I don't know, I think let me find the date. I think 2008. Yeah. YouTube has changed enormously. It's a much bigger platform. A lot of people consume content on YouTube as their main thing. So a lot of people don't watch the news anymore. They don't have cable TV or Sky TV or whatever you call it. Everything is viewed perhaps on their TV monitor, but through either Netflix, which is another channel like YouTube. Netflix is paid, YouTube is generally free, but there are paid options inside YouTube for certain people who train online, who offer programs online, who offer all kinds of things online, training sessions usually for photography or whatever you want, cooking or whatever. You can sign up to somebody's YouTube and have a paid option where in their description box they offer the course, you sign up for it, you pay for it. Also, there's something called Super Chats. So when we have this live chat, if I signed up to Super Chats, which may be happening in a few weeks once YouTube approves me, if you're chatting with me, you can, I don't know, drop €2 on a Super Chat or buy a little icon to send me or whatever. So it just makes it a little bit more fun when we're chatting. Right now, you can send me a chat in the message box and I can see it or not see it. So there's Super Chats, and then there's something called membership, which is the way I would like to go eventually when I start doing more of my business stuff and just, you know, talking about how to get on with life and live better for less. And that is usually a situation where instead of doing a Patreon, which I've never really wanted to do because I just think I enjoy doing this. This is why I'm doing it. And that's why I made a decision to do the things that I love, the chatting about social commentary, because it's what I'm relaxed about. It's what I love doing and people are enjoying it. So that's what I'd like to do, because if the amount of time it takes to make content on YouTube, which means you have to film yourself, you then have to edit it, you have to load it up, you've got to get the thumbnails situated, all the titling has to happen, you've got to do all the tags, and then you upload it, and you just hope and pray that it's going to get some views. And then surprisingly, people who have subscribed to you and tell you that they love your content and they watch you every week, they don't hit the like button. For what reason? I can only imagine most people forget, which is why I always remind. There is no obligation to hit the like button, but it's the least thing you can do. And it makes a huge difference to that content provider who's slugged away and made all the stuff for the audience that they have on YouTube and then don't get a like. So you may say, well, what does it matter? You know, I like your stuff. It really does matter because the algorithm of YouTube follows those likes, follows the views. At this moment in time, I have enough subscribers to qualify. The level is over 1,000 subscribers. I've been over 1,000 for quite some time, but you need 4,000 viewing hours, and viewing hours are calculated in a very particular way for obvious reasons, because YouTube, like every other company in the world, operates with advertising and with, you know, companies who want to advertise on YouTube. So if I'm doing I don't know, let's say I'm doing a video on how to set up your computer with your new Windows program, or how to layer perfumes together, whatever my subject is that I'm doing a video about, people might click in, watch 2 minutes, and then just click out. They might even bop the like button. The fact that they haven't watched that video in its entirety, which is why a lot of people keep their videos to 15 minutes or 10 minutes even, because as we go on, people's tolerance for anything that goes beyond 10 minutes just isn't there. So they might genuinely be fascinated by the subject, click onto it, something happens and they go away or whatever, and they never come back to it. And even if they do come back to it, that is logged as an incomplete viewing. And that's how YouTube has to be. Otherwise, it could very easily be gamed, the system. So bots can come, and there's a lot of people who have bots. They are basically a thing that will log as it's a view, but in fact, it's not. So in order to guarantee that it's a human being watching this thing to the end, YouTube has to do their best. It's not foolproof for them. Has to do their best to make sure that it's an actual person who's viewed this video and they viewed it to the end. Or it will tell you that, the names aren't involved, so there's no way that YouTube can say this was Joe Blogs who watched that, but you will see that, they would the viewing time of this video. So I can go into my analytics now on each single video I've done since the beginning and see what the viewing time is in total on that video, and also from each day, each month, each week. And this video now, when it goes up, within an hour, they will start doing analytics on my video to tell me how many people were watching when I was live. Sometimes I have tons, sometimes they don't know I'm coming on, or they've forgotten, and then they watch it back. All of that is very valuable. So the watching back thing is fabulous, because then you get to leave a comment, and leaving a comment is another way that you can absolutely show YouTube that you like this content. It doesn't matter what the comment is. Obviously, for me personally, as the content maker, I love to hear what you think. I love to have that feedback. Imagine that you go into a room and you're talking for an hour and nobody gives you any feedback. So a comment is always welcome, always. And I thank all of you who are so faithful and come back every week and do leave me comments and let me know. So this is how YouTube monitors us. And so in order to be at the level in which they see you as a serious content provider on YouTube, which unlocks all sorts of options that you can do on your channel, you have to have over 1,000 subscribers, which I have and have had for a while. And you have to have 4,000 views. I'm on about half of that. And the 4,000 views have to be within a 12-month period. They don't count back to when you first started. So within a 12-month period, you have to have 4,000 hours watch time. It's called watch time. And that means it's about 60,000 people watching in a month. It's a lot of people. It's not if you have 1 billion or 1 million subscribers, but for me, who started again quite recently, it isn't. So I'm asking all of you, if you like the video and you enjoy it, stay with it or watch it. You can say, I'll watch this later when it comes up as a suggestion. If you subscribe, you can click, I can't watch. It gives you 3 options, watch later or watch now, or switch off. So watch later is fine, and then you can go back to it and watch it when you're able. So I've started to keep when I do my lives, it depends what's in the room, but I've started to keep my videos to about 15, because I think that's the optimum time when everybody can dedicate 15 minutes, and then it's great. And so when you go in, if you subscribed and you know what's coming and you know that you're going to like the stuff because you've been following for 2 years, like the video as you come in, because then you won't forget, and it makes a huge difference. I just did a program with 2 other content providers this week, and we were chatting. We do completely different things. One of them is much, much bigger, and on one of his videos, he's coming up to close to 2 million views on just one video. And even with the 2 million views, he's literally only got about, I think, 2,000 likes. So it's an infinitesimal amount of people who subscribe to him who could bother to book the like button. Another friend has a video with 300,000 views. I dream of that one day. Oh, even 1,000 views is great for me. And again, the likes are, 8,000 people liked, 300,000 views. So I ask you, if you do nothing else and you have time for nothing else, like the video and leave me a comment, just because I love to hear from you. I love to hear if the if the video has landed, if you've enjoyed it, or whatever. So I'm explaining this so that you guys know the direction I'm going in, which I started 10 months ago, and I'm going to be evolving into social commentary. I'm still going to cover some perfume, so you don't need to worry if you signed up, because I have a weekly perfume. And after this, I'm filming a video for Stella EDP, Stella McCartney perfume, because it was discontinued, and that's my most viewed video. It's on the top of my banner, and people are always writing to me now, please do a substitute video. What can we substitute? I've done a video, I put it out. People they can't work it out. So I'm doing another one tonight, a little bit longer, a little bit clearer as to what they can do. So that's what I'm busy with. So I hope when you watch this back, it'll be enjoyable for you. I look forward to this week when I'm going to be covering some more social commentary on what's happening with Harry and his new direction, new book, which hasn't even been released yet. It's being released on Tuesday, and it has literally all been leaked, and some of it is really quite disturbing. Hopefully by the time I next talk to you, I would have found a new hairdresser and had my hair cut, because my hair has definitely outgrown my personality. And I look forward to hearing your comments on this video and your likes. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? It's free. It's all done for you. So look forward to what's coming up, and I hope this has helped you to understand what I'm going to be doing in the near future. So goodbye to all my new people, to my regulars, to anybody who watches this. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're a regular. And I look forward to seeing all of you on the tube. See you soon. See you soon. Bye. Bye from Italy. Bye from me. Bye. Bye.